Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Shuko Math Practice Lab Algebra 2 lecture series. In this video, we're going to start the lesson 1.5, and this will be a pretty easy lesson. And start of this section, lesson 1.5, we are kind of gradually going to the linear equations. So how to solve the linear equations. So this lesson is about the verbal expression of equations. So basically, this is kind of like get you familiar with the word problems. A lot of students have trouble trying to set up the word problems here. So that's why this lesson will show you, when the problem gives you the word problem and how do you read the word problem and try to rewrite it into algebraic expressions, and then you'll be able to solve it. Okay, so let's take a look at the worksheets we're going to use for this lessons here. So here is the worksheets. Okay, so in this worksheets, and as always, I'm going to work on the problems was in the blue, and then you have the exercise. So for this worksheets, I have 11 problems. So if you like, you can try to practice it. All right. And if you have any questions after this video, feel free to send me an email. My email address was showing our introduction slide. And also, if you have any request, please feel free to send me an email or leave me a comment, okay? And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and so you will get an update for any new videos come out. Okay, so I'm going to go to the whiteboard and let's start work on these 4 problems here. Okay. All right. Okay, so here, let's start. The first things here, we're going to say, I want to write an expression, algebraic expression to represent the verbal expression, okay? So in here, when every time we read, I'm going to highlight the key word, right? Okay, so the first ones here is 6 times the sum of number and the 5. So, right? Okay, so the keyword in here, you can say here, the first thing here you catch is times, right? The times, that means the multiplication, right? So that means the multiplications here. So I'm going to use the multiplication like this one, or this dot. And then the next thing here, we see that the 6 times the sum, okay, the sum of a number and the 5. See here, the sum, that means what? Add, right? So add a number and the 5. So when here they say a number, what's that mean? That means it's your variable, so you can call this variable x here, right? So this is your x variable. So here is kind of a confusing here for the, the multiplication. So you can use the times, or you can use like here. I don't want to confuse you. The multiplication is a little dot here, right? Okay, so now let's try to write it, right? So this one here is 6 times, right? The sum. Okay, so it's 6 times the sum of the number and the 5. So the sum, that means the x plus 5, right? So here you can put it like in here, the dot instead of using the x. So maybe so I think the dot is better in here. So here, I don't want to confuse you with that. Okay, so that's what is the 6 times the sum of the number and the 5s, okay? Okay, so the next ones here, let's take a look. The product of the 3 and the number, okay? The product of the 3 and the number divided by 9. Okay, so here, this is your what? The keyword. The product, so that is also another word about what? Multiplication. So you can use dot here. So the product of the 3 and the number. So and the number. So what that means here? This is x variables, right? then divided by 9, see here. Okay, so now let's take a look, see here. So this will be the product of the 3. So it's 3 times x, correct? And divided by 9. So see here is divided by 9, see here. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. Next one is here. We say, again, the times, 3 times. Okay, 3 times. So what is times mean? Multiplications, right? 3 times the differences here. Okay, so the differences here, let me use different colors here. Okay, differences here. What's the differences mean? That means minus, right? So let's say I use the 3 times the differences of the 4 and a number. So what is here? So this is my x here, right? Okay, so now let's see here. So this will be 3 times the differences of 4 in the number. So it's 4 minus x here, right? Okay, so now the next one's here, we say the product. Okay, so product again is multiplications, right? So the product of 11 and the square of a number. So the same thing is here. So the number, that means my x is here. And don't forget, in here, they got one extra word here. What is this word here? Let's say it's the square, right? So, okay, so let's see, how do we do that? So the product of 11, so negative 11, product square of the number. So what is here is x to the what? X to the squares, right? Okay, so that's how do you read the word problem. You know, when in the later lessons, and so when the problem give you the word problem, so you just read it very carefully, right? And highlight the keyword like times, product, those are the multiplication, sum, or add, those are the addition, and the differences, subtractions, and those are the, you know, the minus, right? Okay, so now let's take a look at the next ones here. These ones, they tell us, write a verbal sentence to represent, right? So this one's a plus 3x equal to 5. So this one should be pretty easy. So I can say, this one's here, I can say 8 add 8 adds, right? On the, let's say here, 8, okay, plus 3 plus 3 times, right? 8 plus 3 times, what is x here? How do we say that? So 8 plus 3 times a number, right? Right? And equal to 5. Right, so here, let's say, make sure we have all the keyword, right? 8 plus, right? So I have here 3 times, right? 3 times a number equal. So the equal sign, I have equal signs here. All right. So the next one's here. Let's take a look to see we'll be able to write it. Okay, so this one we will say b plus 3. We can say, you know, the sum. Remember, sum is add, right? The sum of a number and the 3. And this number, you can use x or you can use b, doesn't matter, right? So then this one's equals what? This one's equal to the what? Square of the number you define. Okay, so we have all the keyword, right? The sum, the number, so that's my b's, right? So the sum, what is the sum? The sum is additions, right? So b and the 3, and then I have equal, right? So I have equal sign, and to the square of a number. So let's have the square signs here. So that's how do we write the algebraic equation to a verbal expressions here. So that's it. This lesson is a very easy lesson. So basically, it's just want to get familiar with when you do the word problem, how do you read it? So that's what the key point for the word problems, right? So you want to be able to write out your equations here. Okay, that's it. And so, like I said, this is a very easy lesson, and I don't think you should have any problems with doing the worksheets. All right. So it's nice to talk to you, and looking forward to talk to you in our next video. We're going to formally start to try to solve the linear equations. Okay. Okay, so you have a good day, and I'm looking forward to talk to you in our next lesson 1.6 here. Okay, and bye. Have a good day.